Here's how to get out of a funk. The key is to stop reacting to life so much and instead accept that life is governed by momentum. If this is your first time seeing my face, my name's TK and I'm a writer. That means I love the details of life, especially psychology, and I'm building a community that both understands and then transcends the conventional negative human experience. I love to come to new conclusions about the human condition, and if you enjoy those breakthroughs too, please subscribe and stick around. You're really going to like it here. Momentum is just a word that describes an accumulation of speed. And if you're dealing with chronic negative emotion or pain or poverty, then it means you have energetic momentum carrying you in a direction that you don't prefer. Therefore, the way to start getting your engines moving in the right direction isn't by turning the train 90 degrees immediately. Frankly, that's not even possible. You've got to slow down to a stop, decide you'd rather do things differently, and then slowly regain momentum in the positive direction. Slowing down your train and turning it in the right direction means noticing your patterns of thought more, especially criticism and complaints. It means meditation, which is a practice of literally slowing down the mind. It means finding value in stillness rather than chaos. Nobody's asking you to lie to yourself and say that you enjoy something you don't. That's not self-development, that's self-deception. The great promise of this work is that you'll get to be both true to yourself and truly satisfied, which is another way of saying live happily ever after. The real problem you face, even if such a thing exists, is that you're just very rarely truthful with yourself, meaning you routinely choose negative emotions, negative opinions, rather than joyful optimism, which is reflective of your true self, your divinity. Really though, working with momentum is about recognizing how the runway train gathers speed each and every day. So many of us have convinced ourselves that negative emotion is not only normal, but valuable somehow. After all, we choose it the second we wake up in the form of a small complaint, which then becomes a stubbed toe, and then a small car problem, and then a bad experience at the dry cleaners, and so on. We even choose TV shows to entertain us where everyone is yelling and complaining, called a drama. It builds and builds with so much excess energetic potential that we get to the point where we just finally collapse at the end of the day, forced to repay the debt of energy we have been borrowing. We wobble through life, not knowing how we'll react from moment to moment because we think it's normal to encounter suffering. But the day you decide to start increasing momentum in a positive way, oh baby, your life will start to feel like nothing you've ever felt before, at least not consciously yet. Soon thereafter, you'll come to a powerful realization, which is that the tug of war you felt within all these years is entirely your own doing. The victimization you've long felt is just the sting of treating yourself in a way that God, or the vibration of perfect love, would never treat you. And that's all that negative emotion is, really. It's the choice to see something in a way that opposes the source energy within you. Without that vibration of perfect love anchoring our universe, it would all collapse and fail. And that's great news. It means that despite your decades of momentum, you still haven't missed your opportunity to get your train back on track. Focus on where you want to go, my friends, not where you've been or why you've been there. And stop cooperating with the drab, apathetic intentions of others. You have one singular focus now. Care about how you feel and trust that momentum will carry you where you want to go. What I've just described, my friends, is called using the law of attraction to your advantage, and it all begins with turning one moment of joy into another and another and another.